Let me ask my wife to stand. The most important decision and the best decision I ever made in my life was marrying Miss June Guyman Stephenson. She happens to be a licensed social worker. Now, I'd come out there and move into the center of the area there, but at my size, I might bump a few ladies off. So I think I'll pass on that. It might cost me a couple of votes, Bob. Now, you know something? I always like to get this point out. Looking at my wife. When the good Lord made us men, you know, He looked down and He said, "Oops, I can do better than that," and He made the ladies. Isn't that the truth? Now, I want to talk to you tonight in my brief little time that I've got with you. I used to be your superintendent of education. There's some people in this room that saw me stand up at the Capitol Rotunda and look all the officers in the eye, the governor, lieutenant governor, and everybody, and say, "We will abide by the Constitution of Kentucky, and I will file suit to make sure that the citizens of Kentucky have a right to vote on their elected superintendent of education." That's the kind of United States senator you want in Washington, D.C. Someone who understands government as an advanced government teacher. I was commissioner of motor vehicles, and I can remember the little boys coming in there saying, "Here's somebody's social security number. Wipe their little driver's license clean." No one's driver's license was wiped clean while John Stephenson was on the watch. No one. I wouldn't do it for myself, let alone anybody else. And when they came back to me and said, "Why do you think we put you in that position?" I said, "Then you put the wrong man here." Now let me tell you something. I'm only spending $5,000 in this campaign. I've been to every single county in the state 5 times. I filmed the history of every single county in this state. Back there is a donation I made to you all, a little Easter basket that my wife fixed up for you with the history of Kentucky on it, including Dr. Thomas Clark. But tonight out in the hall, you saw what is really wrong with America. All the candidates that are running for this seat paid $500 to run. Everybody that came to this dinner tonight paid $25 each for a meal. But tonight, in the hall, only 2 candidates were interviewed by Fox News. That is not fair and not balanced. Amen? Now, that's not the fault of Rand Paul, and it's not the fault of Trey Grayson. That's the fault of America. Look in the mirror at ourselves. We have become entrenched with money, entrenched with power. We don't need to make a right turn. We don't need to make a left turn. We need to make a U-turn to God. And that's the message that needs to be taken all across Kentucky and all across America, and yes, into the United States Senate, where I know I can get a human right to life amendment passed. Amen. There's no question about it. Jim Bunning, Mitch McConnell proved on the health care bill. If you believe in something, you can stop it. If you believe in it, you can stand up and stop it. But you've got to have the guts and determination to do so, and you can't be worried about the next election. Term limits? You're looking at a man that wants 6 years. That's all I want, 1 term. You know why? If I can't get the job done in 6 years, I deserve to come home. That's the facts. Now, I know the beeper's going on. And if I had time, I'd do like I've done in every single county in the state. I'd sing you my old Kentucky home. But instead, I'm going to sing you one little quick verse of the most important message to my life. You know, my wife said, "John, you'll never be first in my life." I said, "How's that, hon?" She said, "You'll always be second fiddle to God." And you know something? I don't mind being second fiddle to God. Because why? When I gave my life to the Lord in a Billy Graham crusade as a young man, I became a Baptist, and being Baptist won't stop you from sinning, but it'll stop you from enjoying it. And I learned this song from a tall, lanky man by the name of George Beverly Shea. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. God bless you and God bless America. Stand up for liberty.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the candidates who have been here this evening. We realize here in Franklin County that we're not heavily saturated in Republican voters, but let me tell you what, we have heart and we have passion, and we will help you get elected to the office for which you're running. So thank you very much for including us on this.